Pop-up
Hello.
dialog.
Oh,
Thinking
fuck.
user data.
Hold on.
Pop-up.
Please. Shut up. Alright. Um, hello. I have, updated my Latin language texture pack. It is now 007. On the plus side of me updating my Latin pack, you guys can see what I prefer my Minecraft as. Excuse me. Because every time I update it, I have to reinstall Minecraft in order for it to render for some reason. Kind of cringe, but I've just gotten used to it. I mean, if it works and there's no other method that, I just like have to cope. Oh my. There. I was like, hold on a minute. uh, well, actually, I want that off, but I apologize for taking so long with my settings. I like my game very specific, as you can see. It just changed to global. Okay, that's a new change I didn't notice. I think that you should just say main, not global. All right, that's pretty cool. Actually keep that up. They changed this from ambient, I think, to environmental. Pretty cool. Friendly mob stays the same. You should just be players, but now it's other players. Keep that on. Keep that pretty quiet, because I really don't like how loud the game is. Um, hold on, I have both my headset on, and underneath my headset I have fucking earphones, because I like listening to my music, but I don't like it being heard on stream. And you know what? It probably still can be heard on stream, if I'm being honest. I mean, they're pretty quiet if they're not in your fucking ears, but, let's go ahead and activate my texture pack. I'm just throwing these on here because I like them. Uh, I don't want to add this one though because it actually kind of alters the way the text looks. Alright, I'm getting rid of my music. Now it's uncomfortable, as you would imagine. Like, I had my headset over my earbuds. $40 the fucking things. Anyway, right. Alright, you see my settings? I spent a good few minutes on that, unfortunately. Um, let us go into my goofy little Latin world. My Latin world. Uh, I've changed a lot of things. I believe I've now fixed all of these. Hold on. Actually, hold on, wait. I forgot the crucial part. Well, there's two crucial parts. One's activating my language texture pack, the other is activating the language. Kind of missed a step. Alright, now we're on Latin language. Alright, let's try take two. Take two. Oh god. Alright, I believe this time I believe I fixed all my my textures, my translations. Uh I don't think I'll upload the other stream, but I might actually upload this one. I say that every time I live stream. I was like, I know I won't upload the last one, but maybe I'll do it this time. Maybe I'll do this stream. I probably won't, but you know what? I might. But if we look at this, I actually didn't fix the word order, so this one. There's two things I need to fix with this. Here I am thinking I fixed all my translations. Well, I fucking lied. Alright, well, so, to be clear, these translations over here on this side, these are all fine. This one right here is iffy. That's why it's in the middle. That's why I wanted to change it a little bit. And now I actually know it's incorrect, so I'll actually move it over there. And these ones are all the ones that I incorrectly translated. So, let's review this one. Before, obviously, it used to be fucking different, but now it's not. Now this one is translated correctly. Let's put that there. This one, I thought I fixed this one. I know how I can fix it, though. I'll leave it there. And that one. And that one. Alright, huge. Those ones are still fucked. This one is now fixed. Huge. That one's not fucked. That one's not fixed. This one is, I just looked at that one. That one's not fixed. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. Huge. Alright, so now I'm more like, it's like, I'm just refining everything. I haven't even translated everything in game, but here I am, still refining shit. Oh, I forgot, among the things that I fixed in 007 is some of the words, or some of the translations for the wood, because there were redundant translations. Again, my fault. I mean, who else could it be? um, but yeah, no, I accidentally left in redundant translations from when I fixed it a previous time, so I had to fix it again because I glossed over my previous translation that originally was a fix. So now I fixed it, and these four are all also correctly translated now. So all the planks, well, just these ones, all the planks, all of these are now correctly translated. Huge. Amazing. And we went over the walls, still a little dense because I need to fix these five. And I believe, well, except for the nether brick fences, everything here, uh, yeah, everything here is fine. Yeah, and that goes. I might change these. Maybe. I'll think about it. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with their translation. Excuse me. The fence gates. It's just that I wonder if there's another way to translate fence gate. I feel like there's a better way I could do it, but it's understandable. It's sufficient. I've also done a bit more of the stairs. I think I lied. Oh, here. So, the way I translated these stairs is how I want to fix at least these three. For everything. For the nether, for anything that's like outside of the overworld, thus the nether and the end, these stairs are an example of how I want to translate everything like that. Fuck. Alright. So, scalae structiles e materia a nether. I mean, they would pronounce it as nether, but we don't talk about. It's it's unimportant. All right. So what these stairs literally translate to is structured stairs made out of a material from the nether. And I feel like that's a sufficient translation considering that words like nether and end aren't native or even related words to the Latin. And I base all of the words that I don't translate off of a Crowden glossary that I found like a few months back. So everything that I don't translate is well, things that I've partially translated but still have untranslated words. That's primarily because that's like intentional most of the time, unless I genuinely just haven't finished translating it. Because I think there's like one oh, I can give you an example of things that don't aren't part of that. The anvils. I haven't found good words to fit these stages of durability for anvils, but I just haven't finished translating these. So it's not like that. That's not part of the glossary. It's just that I haven't fucking finished translating it. So so yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, these stairs, I forgot I did this earlier. These are this is an example of what I want everything else to look like. So to give you like a little example of how I would translate end stone brick walls would be murus structiles, or yeah, structiles. I'm fucking retarded. Well, hold on, wait. I think you can do either or. I don't think you can. You can't. All right. All right. Just wanted to figure that out. All right. So yeah, this end stone brick wall would be translated as, or how I would translate it anyway, would be a murus structilis a materia ab end, which would mean a structured wall made from a material from the end. So same sort of pattern with the stairs, except you just changed the dimension. So yeah, this is how I would do that. Let me just increase the tick speed here. Huge. Actually, I did see. I was on YouTube earlier, right? Actually, you know what? I did this last time. Before I continue on with whatever I say, or I was going to say, assuming I remember what I'm going to say later. I want to first fix these. I want to actually implement my suggestion now before I forget. Actually, I could just do this. Yeah, and find everything that. All right, so real quick, anything you see in here that isn't made from cooking clay in a furnace, that is these, these, this, and that. Everything that isn't made from brick, like actual brick, from making fucking clay, or from cooking clay in a furnace, anything that isn't made from cooking clay in a furnace needs to be retranslated right here. Everything you see. So this, 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 and everything over here. These all need to be retranslated because if there's a word directly tied to brick or later in Latin, which goes for the adjective version too, latericius. You won't find latericius anymore because I fucking unless it's brick. You won't find latericius anywhere because I've fixed that in places where they shouldn't be anyway. You won't find that anywhere. unless it's a material made from cooking clay, actual bricks. So this wall, perfectly sufficient. Stairs, these actual bricks, sufficient. And then an actual brick, sufficient. Anything else that isn't these four items, yeah, they need to be changed because it's specifically tied to clay, and these are all made out of materials that aren't made out of fucking clay. That's why I need to change those. I figure I should point that out. But yes, let me fix these translations here. Let me just find this one. Marus, not that one. I fixed that earlier. Oh, I also retranslated the slabs a little bit. I'll show you what I mean. Here in a second, I think. Uh, Lateribus. There we go. Here we go. So, get rid of Lateribus. Replace it with Mater. That's not how you spell that. Materi. Metetria. I just spelled Metetria. God damn. I've been awake for 2 hours. I should technically be awake by then, but I don't feel awake. Alright. Murus. Then changes to stuck. It's not Strux. Struck. Telis. Not Tulis. God damn. Telis. There. Murus stuck Telis. A materia another. And we do that for the other one too. So first let's do this. Structilis. Ruber. You're a hero, Ruben. Oh, this is end stone. My bad. Hold on. Get rid of the Ruber. Get rid of the red. I mean the other one. Here we go. Structilis Ruber. A materia another. Alright. These three are now fixed. They will be in 008. And now let us fix these. Okay. I don't know why. That's such a weird shit. Why did I translate it like that? What was I on? I'm gonna first do this one. Even though I thought I fucking fixed it. Oh my god, I actually can't spell. I need to write more. Write and read. Wall made from a subterranean structured stone. I'm just gonna emphasize literally everything else except where it's found. There we go. Well, I mean, hold on. If it's... No, this would be subterraneous, not subterraneum. Sorry, I was fixing something else. Fucking shouldn't do that because I was fixing one thing. Alright. So, this one can fuck off. We fixed that one. Let's get rid of these three now. It's just this one. Now, there's a slight issue. That issue, I actually kind of need this back. The slight issue being, I don't know how to differently translate these two. Because the way I know how to translate them would render them they're the same thing in essence. Like, yeah, obviously they're not in English and probably other languages too, but I don't know how I can differentiate these two. Like, yeah, this one uses tiles as opposed to bricks, but again, that same logic of like substituting bricks and tiles, they only have one substitute, not two. I could like fuck around with the word order, cause uh, how I translated the uh fucking deep site brick wall, this one right here that I'm looking at. Excuse me, or at least how I fixed it just now. I translated it from Latin to English as a wall made from from buildable subterranean stone. Obviously, subterranean's a bit emphatic. um, but yeah, that's how I translated that. And it would be the same way for this one too. But I was saying I could fuck around with the word order. So, how did I translate this? Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. Alright. So how I could fix this one, could, emphasis on could. Um sorry, I fucked up the audio on my headset. The way I could fix this is by fucking around with the word order. So instead of having murus e lapide structili subterraneo, I could perhaps have it as a murus structilis e lapide subterraneo, which would put a bit more emphasis on like the structured part, on on the wall than rather than the stone, or for the wall, not the stone, which doesn't make too much sense. But I don't know how I could fix that. First, I actually kind of want to find that. Where is that? Right here. I think that's really my only option. That doesn't really work for other things, though. Well, one other thing I think. Um, how the fuck do I fix this? I gotta. This. I need. Yeah, man. I have so much creative freedom with this fucking texture pack, and I have none right now. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, it's right there. How do I? How do I? Well, I guess yeah, no. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost. Hold on. Wait. I gotta consult the robot. I'm not gonna ask it to fix my problems. I'm going to go back when it fixed my problem. Uh, it's gonna be it's at well right here, I think. That's kind of eh. I don't know. That's a little iffy. What the fuck is a veneer? What is a veneer? Thin slices of wood used to cover surfaces like furniture or doors, or thin layers of material used in dentistry to improve the appearance of teeth. Can also be used metaphorically to describe a superficial or deceptive appearance. Damn. Interesting. So this specifically relates to wood, I'm noticing. You know, I am going to ask it to help to fix my issues. Oh, why do I have this copied? Go away. Oh, I have these copied too. Um, how about I get rid of that? As funny as that is, I don't. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna fix my problem. Already been streaming for half an hour. Fuck. I had an idea of how I was gonna ask the question, and then I lost it. Fuck. Alright here. I've tran. Fuck. I've translate. Fuck. I've translated. Uh, deep slate. Brick walls as Murus. Uh, a lapide structili. Get rid of that suggestion. Structili subterraneo. But I can't think of another way to translate deep slate tile walls because, in my opinion, they'd both be translated the same. And that's just gonna infer me that I need it to, and yeah, I need it for help. What's the difference in Minecraft terms? Uniform structured, smaller, more grid-like, or decorative tessellation. I was thinking that. I was thinking tessellation, but you were like, oh no, it's not um structural. So I was like, oh well, fuck. Okay, Pliny the Elder used this term. Hell no, fuck off. Go away. Alright, well, a solution has been found for this fucking thing. Oh, I'm already here. I forgot about that. Uh, test. I used one L here. Uh, is it tessellata or tessellata with one L? Tessellata with a double L, double S and L. All right, so wherever I have one L instead of two, I need to fix that. It's not a huge problem, but it's definitely one I don't like. Deep slate bricks. Oh god. Hold on, wait. While I'm here, and I'm gonna fix my deep slate bricks too. Lapis structilis subterraneous. Huge. All right, I've fixed the walls, and we're done. What was I just gonna do? Oh, right. I want to fix the other ones. Tessel. So, oh, that's for the bamboo. Okay. Well, let's replace that with that. There we go. Simple little fix. All right, huge. Right. I was gonna talk about the slabs, but hold on. I want to try something different for for the Latin world. So, earlier I was watching some YouTube before I started streaming, right? And I saw that there was a void option in this video. And I was like, oh, dude, I gotta do that. And, there's not much in my little Latin world. So I'm like, well, fuck it, dude. Uh, I'll turn that off. Just preemptively, do that. And then don't turn anything on, including here. Create anyway. I don't like how it took a second. That's sketchy. Cobblestone. And you spawn at the bottom of the world, I'm noticing. I mean, not real. Oh, yeah, no, it is the bottom of the world. Alright. I was kind of joking, but. It was kind of joking, but, well, fuck. How wide is this platform? Like 25 by 25? Uh, did I miss? Nope. This is 28 by 28? Because this is 16. Oh, it would not be 28 by 28 then. Where the fuck am I getting my math? This is a 33 by 33 then. That's what I'm getting from this. Interesting. Actually, that cobblestone was pretty helpful. Which what encompasses a world for Latin? Other than the Roman fucking Empire. Other than. Is that a spider on my ceiling right now? I think that is. Hold on, I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go confirm this. I don't think that's a spider. I think that's just a goofy spot. Never mind, it's moving. What the fuck? Oh no, it is a spider. Okay. It is a spider. I was about to say, I think it's just a spot that I haven't noticed until now. And then it started moving, and I was like, well, fuck. Well, shit. Yeah. But you know what? Hold on. Maybe this 33 by 33 platform isn't such a bad thing. Maybe I can just use this as, a demonstration platform to show you all of my cool Latin translated blocks. At least the ones that I'm confident in that I won't have to fucking retranslate. Which goes for all of these now. There we go. And then all the walls. I'd like tried to do them in an order. We left off right there. Well, I mean, obviously they're not fixed right now, but they are, um, they are an 008. My translations are fixed in 008. That is for sure. Alright. Time for the fences. So long, dude. I think. Hold on. Where is every instance of just that? So it says there's 53 instances of the word latter. However, I'm sure that includes everything or not well, I'm sure it includes some English words somewhere around here. But I fixed all the walls, so I don't have to worry about those. And I think I fixed that like 2 seconds ago. I was talking about that. Nether bricks, that's right there. So, materia structilis, I want to say. Structural material from nether. Oh, hold on. One better. Not really, but a structural block made out of a material from the nether. Huge. Ooh, I got an itch. God damn. I like how nether brick in English is like three whole syllables, but then you go to the Latin name and it's gonna be fucking Cubus Structalis and Materia Nether. God, I don't really care about the length because I think it's funny as shit. But also, I think it's just kind of fucking. I think it's absurd how long it is, but I don't care because I think it's funny. I think it's funny that these names are just long as shit sometimes. It's one of the. It's funny. It's funny. All right, we got to do this for that too. A red. I. What the fuck am I trying to spell? S- Structilis and then ruber. Made out of a material from the nether. Uh, well, I mean, it's like nether brick fence. Hmm. I want to say like a structural fence, but I don't know about that. A materia, another. Because I was going over it with ChatGPT the other day, and I just wanted to make sure that my choice for fence was correct. I mean, I was already pretty sure I was, like I was fine, and that the word site base was a good word. But I just wanted to clarify whether or not it was. I was confident in it already. I wanted to verify that it was a good choice. And it was like, yeah, it was a good choice, but unless you're talking about this and it's, more military and protective, then it would be this. Excuse me. And I'm just thinking about that because, well, it's made out of bricks. And it's not, you wouldn't use it, yeah, you know? I'm just wishing that you know, why is my chat GPT broken? Why is it not loading? Why is the goofy robot being so cringe? This is not okay. Trying to ask you for help, motherfucker. um, I'll leave that like it is. Uh, what's word for a? I said military, more protective for a kind of protective or military fence, but isn't a wall. That's literally what I didn't ask for. Less defense. Yeah, I know. What the fuck? Clattery. Architectural, ornamental, or for security. May imply a grating, not a solid fence. Crossbars, screen, or lattice work, often used in courts, barriers dividing space. Uh-huh. Pluteus, movable wooden screen or protective structure in siege warfare. Could be creatively repurposed for movable barriers or fence-like blockades. Well, I want to know, like, how large were the Walla? Was not a single uniform structure, but varied based on purpose, location, and how much time Roman soldiers had to build it. That's fair. Um, right, I'm familiar with that, at least, a little bit. Palisade on top of the mound made of wooden stakes. Right, also familiar. In this setup, Wallum can mean both the entire fortification system or more narrowly, just the palisade. Ew, it's yeah, it's pretty tall. I made it sound like it was fucking gargantuan. It's pretty tall, but it's not like fucking massive. Like it's a decent wall. Don't get me wrong, but jeez. I'm curious on the other words that it gave me though, like the clattery. Architectural, ornamental, or for security, fits iron bars, creating fencing, or open metal work. May imply a grating and not a solid fencing. That gives me. Hold on. I'm going to ask it to elaborate on these uh, clattery. Masculine? Not really. Could have guessed. Only exists in a pro form. Okay, pretty cool. I guess. Means a grating or lattice. That's exactly what I'm fucking looking at, which is why I think it would be a great use. However, I just want to get it clarified. That way I'm not using the wrong word. Graded or latticed barriers often used as window bars, screens, or grills. Clatros ferreos ante ostium posuit. Uh, before the door, huh? Barred. God, I can't read. Barred partitions. Barred partitions, especially in amphitheaters or courts, to separate people. Cage or barred enclosure. Gates are barriers made of crossed wood or metal for ornamental or protective purposes. Could be made of wood, but they were often metal, huge, especially in Roman architecture and infrastructure. Great. Carries the right connotation of a constructed open weave barrier, unlike murus, which would be a solid wall. A lattice barred structure best used for metal or decorative gates, not solid fences or palisades. Classical, precise, and often or especially apt for things like iron bars, jail cell doors, or ornamental gates. Interesting. uh, that doesn't that just mean bronze? I don't think that means copper. Ice. Copper, bronze, money, payment, fair. Close enough. Because the Romans didn't actually have a word for copper. Well, I know they did. Excuse me. They just didn't like it. I don't know. Um. So what would be like the adjectival form of that? Iraeus? Iratus? Is there an option already here in my dictionary? Iraeus, yes. Covered with brass. Sorry, I noticed it and I wanted to get it out of the way. Um, is Iraeus classical? I think it is. It seems classical. Yes, it's classical. Alright, well, stop talking to me then. That's all I wanted. Bronze, brass, or copper. Right. So, yeah, no, I can use Iraeus. I actually don't think. Yeah, no, I don't think I've, like, actually come up with anything for the copper. I haven't done the Deep Slate Wars? No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. That's cringe. Why am I all the way up here? That's fucking cringe. Uh, fuck, how do you... Oh my fucking god. I'm not looking for everything with the word great. I'm looking... Alright. Clatry Ray. There we go. I'll do the waxed copper gate too. Ray et Karate, I think. Like, Kara is wax, right? And I think Keratis means waxed. So a waxed copper grate would literally be like copper and a waxed copper gate grate. A waxed and copper grate. Emphasis on the fact that there's an and there, because there can. Ooh, hold on. Didn't like long strings of adjectives, so I've had to accommodate many of my translations to more fit that. All right, that's just for later, I suppose. uh, I did fix that right. Sypace. No, I want to search for the term, motherfucker. Side pace. I did fix it. Okay. Not just those ones. Right. So now, cool. Now this one's fixed. The fences are all good. And I'm pretty confident in my. Dude, these names are so fucking long. Oh, look, do you have any, fucking mangrove fence gates? And I'm like, oh yeah, I have fucking Yanoa cypres and Ligno arboris palidosi. Yep, I have some of those. And the person I'm talking to, they're just like, what the fuck did you just say to me? What the fuck did you just say to me? Oh god. Stairs. I'm not done with the stairs. I can tell you that much. I haven't done mossy cobblestone fucking stairs. Hold on. Mossy cobblestone stairs. How to train, regular cobblestone stairs. Scalar? Scali, a lapide, fracto, muscoso. Alright, I've translated it. We can continue. Okay, I need to fix these two. So find Scali, a Picea. Oh, and Caba's right next to it. Huge. Made out of the wood of a Picea. Made out of the wood of a Caba. Alright, huge. Hey, I translated these. That's so crazy. Oh, I translated it. Are you proud? I got them all. I know it's not fucking all of them, but right. I like doing the well, I mean it's gonna have to be in order anyway, so can you put doors on stairs? You can't put doors on stairs. Cringe. Put trapdoors on stairs. Huge. Speaking of stairs, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Oh, what was that? Oh, yes. Hey guys, I found some Scala Salapides Dactyli and Nitido and Negro. I found some Scala Salapides Dactyli and Nitido and Negro. Oh my god. I found some polished blackstone stairs in English. Hi guys, I found some Scala Salapides Dactyli and Nitido and Negro. Holy shit. Huge. Again, I really like the long names. You know what's gonna be sad? The wax slightly cut copper stairs probably aren't going to be the longest name in my texture pack. I'm gonna say it. It probably won't. It probably won't. In fact, I'll translate that right now. Let's do this. Waxed. It's called exposed. Exposed. Cut. Oh, fuck. Exposed. Exposed. Cut. Copper. Stairs. Why are there two of them? Oh, I haven't finished it and it was showing me slabs. Okay. I was about to say that there's not fucking two of them. What the fuck are you on about? No. Alright. So, my party disconnected. Kind of cringe. Alright, let's translate, uh, waxed, exposed, cut copper stairs. Alright. So I have the name before me in game and on my goofy little app I use to translate my shit. So, first, stairs. I would say the stairs are made out of a waxed material, not waxed themselves. So I'm going to say stairs made out of copper. Um, cut copper. You see, there's a difference between like chiseled and something that is cut. This is chiseled terracotta, right? Where's something that's chiseled that I've translated? Okay, I just straight up didn't even finish this one. I know I've translated chiseled. Here we go. Chiseled. I've done this too. Oh. Alright, these are all the things that I've translated for chiseled. If we go back over here. Actually, it's kind of pissing me off that I didn't finish this. So, actually, you know what? Fine. I'll leave it like that. First, cut copper stairs. That above all. But like again, okay, hold on. What does sigillata mean? It means glazed. It means glazed. I haven't even typed it in yet. I like how it doesn't even give me an English translation. It just gives me German. Mit Figuren verziert. Mit Figuren verziert. Decorated with figures is what it means in English. Pretty cool, I guess. Decorated with figures. Okay, I probably shouldn't say figures like that. I'm, yeah, no, I'm not gonna say anymore. Right. So how should I go about this? Because there's already chiseled items. Oh, worked carper. Yep, carper. Worked copper. Structured? Well, not really. Formed copper. Formed copper. Ire formata is fuck. Is bronze masculine or feminine? Why don't you be neuter? It's fucking neuter! I called it! Oh my god. Alright, it's not even formata. It's fucking formatum. It wouldn't be either, because bronze is in the ablative, so it's gonna be formato. So I'm wrong on all fronts anyway. Even when I try to correct myself, what the fuck? And then I'll put wax there, but I need the exposed. So I need to differentiate between not so waxed. Obviously, it's not gonna oxidize, but this would be lightly oxidized, sort of oxidized, or I could just say that this is oxidized, sort of oxidized, oxidized, really oxidized. Excuse me. I could say something like that. Uh, Goofy robot. All right. I don't remember. The fucking is there a Latin adjective for oxidized in relation to copper or other materials? A Latin. I should emphasize a classical Latin adjective. Not a direct specific fucking term. Huge. Which forms a green patina like verdigris. Oh, and to probably describe it using related concepts or compounds. Made of bronze or copper alloy, but it's about material, not oxidation. Green, referring to the greenish patina, whatever a patina is. What does patina mean? Refers to a surface appearance that develops over time due to age. Oh, okay. So just say that. Refers to the grain rust, like, layer that appears. For the greenish patina on copper, corroded, spoiled, or corrupted. Sometimes used for metals that have been damaged or decayed, but a bit negative and broad. I would I would think. Usually for iron oxidation, but metaphorically could apply. Uh, mm, green copper. How? How? I am lost. To say the least. Uh, are there other words for uh for corrosion? Materials decaying or rotting. Ooh, wait, that reminds me. Fuck. Oh, it's still here. Never mind. Oh, I know why. What's the difference between puter, putris, and putridis? Uh-huh. Generally considered more common or straightforward. Okay. Emphasizes the state of being physically rotten or decomposed, often with a strong smell. Very similar to puter, but often used for organic decay, especially of flesh, plants, or matter producing a bad smell. As opposed to putridis, classical but more common in later Latin, often emphasizes the stench or foulness associated with decay. Focuses on the smell or unpleasantness of rot rather than just the state. Sometimes has a stronger moral or figurative sense of corruption. Sick. Alright, well, it was talking about um putra. It was talking about making something putrid, and that reminded me of rotten flesh, the way it defined it. Caro putris. Sick. Alright, back to Goofy Copper. Motherfucker. Why does it keep doing that? So slow. Let's go back up here. Classical Latin word it's related to corrosion, erosion, or decay. I see. Nay, it was heresy. I don't know why that came to my mind. I apologize. So I should probably use corruptus, I'm thinking. Hmm. Could a uh fuck. What are the adjective degrees? Positive, comparative. Okay, so I forgot what positive was. All right, could a comparative? Why did it capitalize comparative? Go away. Could a comparative adjective exist by itself without any, in quotations, comparison? Question mark. Can sometimes be used by itself without explicitly stating the object of comparison, effectively standing on its own as a kind of absolute or intensified adjective. The thing being compared is understood from context, so the comparative form functions alone. Old man is stronger, but you might just say fourth you are in a context where more strong is clear without saying someone, or rather, without saying than someone or something else. Comparative is as an intensifier. Sometimes the comparative takes on a meaning closer to rather, quite, or more than usual, functioning almost like a standalone adjective. Classical Latin poets often use comparatives by themselves to convey a sense of greater or more intense without explicit comparison. Right. Okay. Standalone, they usually imply comparison even if unstated. It's less common for comparatives to be used. Well, I mean, it would be in comparison. Yeah. Um, so it's common for comparatives to be used in a fully absolute sense as positive adjectives, but it's certainly idiomatic and neutral in Latin to say melior, maior, fortior on their own, especially in dialogue poetry or when the comparison is obvious. So I can do that. Alright, well, I know what I'm doing for copper. What the fuck? Yo, that fucking spider that I saw on my roof's trying to watch TV. Hi, fucker. Like, he has a web, and my fan's like pushing his web around as he's trying to come down. That's a lot of silk. Like, I would have to think coming out of his little body. Oh fuck, he's trying to move. Hold on, let me try and take care of him real quick. I'll be right back. I missed. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right there. I'll try not to miss this think I got him. Alright, I think he's taken care of. I think. I might see him later, I don't know. Alright, back to copper. Well, I mean, now that I'm looking at the name translated, it's definitely among one of the longest. But it definitely isn't the longest. I can comfortably say that polished blackstone stairs is definitely a little bit longer than this. However, fully oxidized copper stairs would definitely challenge that. I haven't gotten to that yet. Let's find that. Waxed, oxidized, cut copper stairs. Oh, they're all right next to each other. You know, I should just do all of them. At least the stairs. Waxed, oxidized, cut copper stairs. So, stairs made from cut copper. The most corrupt copper and waxed. I spelled Kertau instead of Kerato. Excuse me. Scale a ire x ire x ire. Holy fuck! I can't believe I've been spelling a ire instead of x ire. All right. Ex scalae ex ire formato et corruptissimo et kerato. That is waxed oxidized cut copper stairs. Yeah, no, I'll do waxed weathered cut copper stairs. Fuck it, dude. Scalae ex ire formato et. What the fuck am I spelling? Uh, goddamn, I can't fucking spell for shit. Et corruptiore, et kerato. I spelled kertau again. What the fuck? Yeah. And then regular. Fuck, I just got rid of a whole line of code. Undo. Holy shit. I hate that about my phone. Stairs made out of cut copper. Waxed. It's waxed cut copper. Et kerato, not kertau. Kerato. There we go. I did all four of these stairs. Huge. I should probably do the other stairs while I'm here, because they are also right next to each other. I'll do that too. Fuck it. I'm right here. Why not? Cut copper stairs. Scalae X Ire formato exposed copper stairs scali ex ire formato et corrupto corrupt there. God damn. Then scali ex ire formato et corruptior corruptiore. Fuck. I keep I keep jumping to the wrong line of code. Scali ex ire formato et corrupt fuck corruptissimo. Huge. All right. All 8 copper stairs are done. Waxed and unwaxed. Wax on, wax off, head ass. Uh, that is not nearby. Where the fuck is that? Uh, I haven't resin brick stairs. Why do resin brick stairs show up before waxed cut copper stairs? They were so much more of a later update than the stairs. Why does it show up earlier in the it's never mind. Never mind. R resin brick stairs, yes. Scali, not scalar. I keep doing scalar on accident. A resina formata. Huge. Alright, resin brick stairs are also now done. Huge. Alright, that'll be part of 008. I still have lateres everywhere, goddamn. Did I delete a whole line of code? No, that space was just there. Okay. I was about to say, if I deleted a whole line of code, that's not good. That's like bad, to say the least. I have 10 items. Oh god. Alright. Uh, mud bricks. Let's change this to Plutum formatum. Fuck, hold on. Structilis et sculptus. Cubus latericius. Don't I already have that? I don't. Interesting. Quite interesting. Alright, well, I do now. I do now. There. Um, chisel nether bricks, right. formatus et sculptus, made out of a material from the nether. If anything, well, no, never mind. Sorry for being so silent. I'm trying to remove all instances of lateres being used in a place when it shouldn't be used. Stone brick smooth. Doesn't that just look like a regular stone brick? You can only get that with commands, by the way. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Slash give add s. Right. Stone. I think stone brick is one word, right? Hell no. Stone. Stone bricks. Right, so this is regular stone bricks, right? However, if we do one, that gives us mossy. This gives us cracked. This gives us chiseled. This gives us regular. Interesting. Is there such thing as 10? Alright. Alright, well, there used to be a thing like that in the game where it would be smooth stone bricks. All that was different was the name, but it just looked like regular stone bricks. Like this. It was just this, but it had a different name. I found that out on my old world Genesis, and once I found that out, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna make a whole base out of it." It wasn't much of a base. It was just like a cube, a few thousand blocks away from spawn. It's probably wasn't a few. My main base was fucking 20,000 blocks away from spawn. It was a pain in the ass for anyone to get there legitimately. Everyone always asked me to just teleport them to me. Because they're like, hey, yo, where the fuck are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm at 10k, 10k. And they're like, is that the name of your base or how far you're out? And I'm like, both. And I'm like, and they're just like, Jesus Christ. It actually wasn't called 10k, 10k. It was called like Brimstone or something like that. That's what I called my base back then. Well, my first one was 2K obviously as a reference to the 2B2T 2K base. There's a lot of twos in it. Um, yeah, no, I fucking watched fucking Fit MC video on about 2B2T, and he was talking about Camp Face Punch versus like 4chan or some shit like that, and it was talking about the 2K base, and I was like, oh, that's a cool idea. Um, I can't remember if the video had just come out or not, but I watched it, and I was like, you know what, that sounds like a cool idea. And then I went out to 2K in my own world and started building a base. And I just called it 2K. That was my base for like a while. And then I was like, you know what? I'm moving because there was a confrontation in quotations that happened there. And then the base got turned to shit. I think it something about it blew up. I know there is a fight to an extent that happened there. I don't remember. I think I was part of both of those events. I'm pretty sure there was a fight that happened there. Um, and I'm pretty sure it like blew up or some shit like that. Cause there was just one time I was there, I think, and it was just all gone to shit. And I was like, man, fuck this, I'm moving. And I moved all the way out to 10K, made a huge underground fucking base, and I called it Grimstone. I had like two large empty spaces. One was part of my actual base, the other side was for redstone, and that side had huge fucking redstone contraptions. Well, pretty big redstone contraptions. Like there is, I think I was trying to build a 9x9 door, but I didn't want to like build it in the spot where I needed it to be yet, because I wanted to see if it would first fit in the spot that I needed it to be in. So I built it in, the second half to try and test out how the fuck it's gonna work. And then once I got all that down, then I started building it in the area I needed it to be in, which was the center of my base. And it was really just extra. It was a giant door for like a vault or some shit like that. I just wanted it because it looked cool. That's the only reason I made it. Um, yeah, right. I was placing down blocks that I translated. Well, I don't remember all that I've translated. And a visual representation, while helpful, uh, I don't think is going to be very helpful. Yeah. Kind of bored. I might hop on later, might stream something. Might stream myself doing more Latin, perchance. Or I might not stream at all. But I guess I will see you later. Goodbye.